Welcome to Vivid English Podcast. Hello, everyone. I am so happy you are here with us today. I am Sarah.
And hello to all our listeners. I am James. It is wonderful to be here. How you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. Really excited, actually. You know, I was driving here listening to the radio, and I realized something.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
I was singing along to a really popular song, but I wasn't actually thinking about what the words meant. I was just, making sounds.
That happens so often.
Right.
We get caught up in the melody, the beat, and the lyrics just become background noise.
Exactly. And for our listeners learning English, that can be, well, it's a double-edged sword.
How do you mean?
Well, on one hand, music is such a fun shortcut to learning. It helps you remember words because they get stuck in your head.
It is a powerful tool.
Yeah.
But, and this is a big but, sometimes the lyrics can be incredibly confusing.
Oh, totally. If you try to learn strict grammar from a pop song, you are going to have a very hard time passing your exams.
That is so true. So that's our theme for today. We're going to explore some of those hidden meanings in pop song lyrics.
Yes, we are on a mission to help you understand what is really going on in these songs.
We want to look at why songs break grammar rules, explain those tricky metaphors, and I think this is the most important part, help you use these cool phrases in your own conversations.
So let's get into the details of that first big hurdle for learners, the grammar, or as I like to call it, the grammar of freedom.
The grammar of freedom. I like that. It sounds very liberating.
It is. Because, simply put, music isn't a grammar test. When a songwriter is working, they care about two things, rhythm and emotion.
And not about the textbook rules.
Not at all.
That's a crucial point. Sometimes the correct grammar just has too many syllables. It might ruin the beat.
Right. And to fix that, they use a word that I think is the most popular word in American music, ain't.
Ain't. The rebel of the English dictionary. Teachers usually hate it.
Oh, they do.
But singers absolutely love it.
It is everywhere. Pop, country, hip-hop. But it's a little confusing because it seems to mean everything.
It really is a universal negative. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife for saying no.
A Swiss Army knife. I like that.
It can stand in for am not, is not, are not, has not, or have not.
That's a lot of jobs for one little word.
Let's look at how it changes the rhythm. Imagine a song line that needs to be short and punchy. If you say, he is not coming, it sounds very stiff.
Yeah, you're right. It sounds like a robot speaking.
But if you use the music version, he ain't coming. It just, it flows. It sounds casual and cool.
Or what about possession? If I say, I have not got time, that's a mouthful.
It is. But I ain't got time is quick. It hits the beat perfectly. So for you, our listeners, when you hear ain't, just listen to the context.
It always means negative.
Always. You just have to figure out which one.
Now, speaking of negatives, there's another rule that songs absolutely love to break. The famous double negative.
This is the one that drives math teachers crazy.
I am thinking of that classic rock line we all know. I can't get no satisfaction.
A perfect example. Now, logic tells us that two negatives make a positive.
Right. Like in a math equation, negative times negative equals positive.
Exactly. If I say, I do not have no money, logically, the not and the no should cancel each other out. It implies I do have money.
But music isn't math.
Not at all. Music is about feeling. In lyrics, a double negative is used to emphasize the negative feeling. It stacks the no on top of another no to make it stronger.
So I can't get no satisfaction really means I absolutely cannot get any satisfaction at all.
Precisely, it highlights the frustration. It's not a logical statement, it's an emotional cry.
So the lesson here is don't try to do math with song lyrics.
Please don't. Just feel the emotion.
Okay, let's move from grammar to vocabulary. We are living in 2026 and language changes so fast.
It certainly does. I mean, words move from the internet, from social media, right into the recording studio.
For sure. If you want to understand the top hits this year, you really need to know the slang.
Let's explore the ins and outs of some of the biggest terms you'll hear right now. Where should we start?
The first one is a phrase I love because it feels so empowering. Main character energy.
That is a fun one. It sounds very cinematic. What does it actually mean to have main character energy?
It's all about perspective. It means living your life with total confidence.
Yeah.
Like you're the star of a movie. You are the hero.
So you're not just a background character watching life happen.
No, you're making it happen. So if a song says she is walking in with main character energy, it means she owns the room, she's confident, and everyone is looking at her.
I love that. She's the star of her own story.
Exactly.
Now, on the flip side of that, I have a term that's a little less positive. You hear this constantly in breakup songs.
Let me guess. Red flags.
You got it. Red flags. We cannot escape this term lately.
We really can't.
A red flag is essentially a warning sign. It comes from sports or maybe warning signals on a beach. If you see a red flag, it means the water is dangerous. Don't swim.
So in a relationship song, what does the flag represent?
It refers to bad behavior or just a gut feeling that something is wrong. The person is rude to a waiter or they lie about small things.
Little warnings.
Exactly. So if a singer says, I ignored the red flags, they're admitting they saw the warning signs but stayed in the relationship anyway.
That's such a useful term. It tells a whole story in just 2 words. It explains the regret.
Definitely. And speaking of how relationships end, there's one more term we really must define. Ghosting.
Ah, ghosting. This is a sad one, but so common in modern dating songs.
It is, and it's a very visual word. Can you explain how it works?
Ghosting is when someone you are dating suddenly stops all communication. No calls, no texts, no emails. They just disappear.
Like a ghost,
Exactly.
with no explanation at all. No, it's not you, it's me.
Nothing. They just vanish into thin air. So if a lyric says, he ghosted me, it carries a lot of pain. It means he left without giving her the respect of a goodbye.
That is painful, but you're right. It makes for very dramatic and emotional songwriting.
It really does. Okay, let's switch gears a little. We've talked about slang, which is very direct, but songs are also full of poetry.
Yes, songwriters are poets at heart. And poets love to use metaphors. They want to paint a picture in your mind.
Let's zoom in on some of the most common metaphors. Once you know these, you will see them everywhere.
A great place to start is the contrast between fire and ice. In almost every pop song, fire represents passion, desire, or sometimes anger. It's hot, consuming, intense energy.
Right. Like when a singer says, this love is on fire.
Exactly. It means the love is burning bright and hot. Exciting, but maybe a little dangerous.
And what about ice?
On the other hand, ice or cold represents a lack of emotion. So if someone is described as icy, it doesn't mean they need a jacket.
Uh-huh. Right. It means they're distant.
And emotionally unavailable. They don't care about your feelings. So fire is hot, intense emotion.
And ice is no emotion at all.
That's a perfect way to remember it.
I have another common metaphor I hear constantly. It's about cars and driving.
Oh, yes. The open road. Driving is a massive theme, especially in American music.
It is, but usually the song isn't really about a car. Driving is often a metaphor for control and the direction of a life.
That's interesting. Can you give us an example?
Sure. Think of the phrase, we are in the fast lane. What does that make you think of?
Speed, excitement, maybe danger.
Exactly. It means the relationship or the lifestyle is moving very quickly, maybe too quickly to control. Or if a singer says, I'm driving down a lonely road, they're talking about their life path.
They feel isolated on their journey.
That's a beautiful image. It connects the physical movement of the car to our internal life's journey.
And what about the weather? I feel like it's always raining in sad songs.
Oh, for sure. The weather is the ultimate metaphor for mood. It's very simple, but so powerful because we all understand it. Rain almost always equals sadness.
It's like the sky is crying with you.
Yes, exactly. The rain on the window is a visual match for tears on a face. Sometimes it can mean cleansing, washing away the past, but usually it's about grief.
And of course, sunshine.
Sunshine represents happiness and hope. So if a classic song says, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, it means the depression or the sadness has lifted.
The bad times are over and the happy times are here.
I love how simple that is. Once you know the code rain is sad, sun is happy, the song means so much more.
It really unlocks the deeper meaning. Now, sometimes listeners hear a phrase and it just makes zero sense. The words don't match the situation at all.
Oh, I know that feeling. You translate the words one by one and the sentence is just nonsense.
That happens a lot. And for that situation, I have a golden rule for our listeners.
Ooh, a golden rule. Please share.
Here it is. If a phrase sounds strange literally, it is probably an idiom.
That is great advice. Don't try to translate it word for word.
Exactly. You have to look at the phrase as a whole chunk. Let's trade some examples. Let's start. What if a song says, loving you is a piece of cake?
A piece of cake? Well, I love cake. But in this context, it has nothing to do with food. It means something is very easy. Loving you requires no effort.
Perfect. It has nothing to do with dessert. It's about ease. Your turn.
Okay, my turn. What if the singer says, I am feeling a bit under the weather?
Under the weather. A very common idiom. It just means feeling sick. Maybe they have a cold or the flu. They are not literally beneath the clouds. They just feel unwell.
Right. And here's one more that fits our metaphors from earlier. She gave me the cold shoulder.
The cold shoulder. This connects back to our ice metaphor. To give someone the cold shoulder means to ignore them. You're being unfriendly on purpose.
You're turning your back on them.
Exactly. So remember, if it sounds weird or impossible, stop translating and check if it's an idiom.
That is such a helpful tip. Now, we need to talk about technology again. We mentioned slang, but technology is changing our metaphors too.
That is so true. We are seeing so many lyrics about digital life because that's where we live now. It's fascinating. I found a specific example in a recent hit that I think is really clever. The phrase is, my heart is on airplane mode.
My heart is on airplane mode. I love that imagery. Let's break that down for everyone.
Well, think about what airplane mode does to your phone. What happens when you flip that switch?
It cuts everything off, disconnects you from the network. No calls in, no messages out. You're isolated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if a singer says their heart is on airplane mode, it means they are disconnected from their feelings.
They're not letting anyone in. They are closed off to love or pain.
That is a brilliant modern metaphor. It explains a complex emotional state using a button we press every day.
It really is poetry for the digital age.
We have talked a lot about the meaning of words, but to really understand music, we also need to talk about the sound of the words.
Yes. Let's take a closer look at pronunciation and rhythm, because sometimes singers say words in a way that sounds messy.
It can sound messy or even lazy to a learner, but usually they are doing it for a reason. They're trying to fit the words into the beat.
Right. They need to shorten words so they fit into the rhythm. And to do this, they often use a specific sound called the schwa.
The schwa. It's that relaxed sound. It's the most common sound in English, and it helps squish words together so you can sing them faster.
Let's practice some of the most common contractions you will hear in almost every pop song. These are words that are blended together using that schwa sound.
Good idea. Let's start with the classic, gonna.
Gonna. This is short for going to. So I am gonna fly simply means I am gonna fly.
Next up is wanna.
Wanna. This is short for want to. I wanna dance means I wanna dance.
And then we have gotta.
Gotta. Short for got to, which basically means have to or must. So I gotta go means I have to go.
And one more that I hear all the time, dunno.
Dunno. That is just a fast way of saying do not know, I don't know why.
Now, these are super common, so can our listeners use them?
Oh, well, here is an extremely important warning.
Uh-oh. What is the warning?
You can use these when you're speaking informally with friends. At a party, a karaoke bar, that's fine. But you must never use them in a formal business email.
Haha. That is very important. Do not write, I want to have a meeting to your boss.
Please do not do that. Stick to, I would like to have a meeting.
Great advice. Keep the slang for the lyrics, not the office. Context is everything.
So we've covered grammar, slang, metaphors, idioms, pronunciation, but how can our listeners actually practice this? We want you to leave with a plan.
That is the big question. We want you to be active learners.
I have a 3-step plan. It's very simple, but it works.
Let's hear it.
Step 1 is simple. Listen. Just listen to the song without looking at the lyrics. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just catch the rhythm.
I like that. Remove the pressure. Just let the music wash over you.
Step 2, read. Find the lyrics online. Read them while you listen again. And here's the challenge. Identify just 3 new words or phrases.
That makes it manageable. You don't have to translate the whole song. Just pick 3 things.
Exactly. And finally, step 3, sing.
Sing, even if we have a terrible voice.
Yes. Even if you sound like a dying cat, sing along. You might feel silly, but it is the best way to practice your mouth muscles. It helps you get the rhythm and the pronunciation right.
That is excellent advice. Singing forces you to speak at the speed of a native speaker. It's like a gym workout for your mouth.
It is. And it makes the learning process vivid and fun.
Well, this has been such an interesting conversation. I feel like I am going to listen to the radio differently on my way home.
Me too. There's always something new to discover if you listen closely.
Before we go, I have a fun question for you.
Oh, I'm ready. What is it?
If your life was a song title, what would it be?
That's a tough one. If my life was a song title, I think it would be Always Learning.
Always learning. I love that. It fits you perfectly. And for our listeners, that is our final lesson for today.
What's that?
Let the music be your teacher. Don't be afraid of the slang or the grammar mistakes. Just enjoy the stories.
Absolutely. Learning English should be vivid and fun, just like a great song.
Thank you all so much for listening to us today. We really appreciate your time and your curiosity.
Yes, thank you. It has been a pleasure to explore this with you.
We have many more episodes to help you master the language.
Be sure to tune in to Vivid English Podcast next time. We can't wait to see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.